This is for educational use only. Our group grants permission for our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardines, to use this as educational material.
Hey everyone, so I'm Engine Cadet Oracion. So I'm here to talk about of global citizenship. So first of all, so what is global citizenship? So global citizenship is a term of social, environment, and economic action of individuals and communities who recognize that every person is citizen of the world. So it is about of how decision one of part of the planet can affect people living in a different part of it, and about how we all share common humanity and are of equal worth. So it means a being often of engaging positively with other identities and cultures, or being able to recognize challenging and stereotypes. So it is also about how we use and share the earth's resources fairly and uphold human rights of all. So example of citizenship, so like promotion of peace. So global citizenship establishes proponents of peace working ardently towards conflict resolution and peace building. So and the second is participating in anti-trafficking efforts. So being a global citizenship involves actively support and collaboration with organizations dedicated and combating by the harrowing issue of human trafficking by extending assistance of victims worldwide. These individuals and stand against exploitation and work towards eradicating this grave violation of human rights. And the third one is global health initiatives. So advocates of global citizenship understand the intrinsic value of healthcare as accessibility worldwide. Their dedication is to championing healthcare provides transcends borders, significantly impacting communities by improving health outcomes. That's all.
So, hi everyone, I am Engine Cadet Baldado. So my topic is the ethical obligations of global citizenship. So, the ethical obligations of global citizenship encompasses a wide range of responsibilities towards global community and the planet. So, these obligations arise from the recognition that we are all interconnected and interdependent. So, there are two examples of ethical obligations. There are promoting justice and ensuring human rights. So, promoting justice, advocating the rights of minority groups. And the second is ensuring human rights and peace. So, taking personal responsibilities for your actions and decisions. So where do universal rights begin? So, it begins in small places, close to home, or so close and so small that they cannot be seen on many maps of the world.
So the next topic is articulate a personal definition of the global citizenship and appreciate the ethical obligation of global citizenship. The belief that one is a part of the largest interconnected global community with a responsibility to act as a betterment of all its members. Global citizenship is a deep awareness and acceptance that I am a member of a single, interconnected world community, where responsibilities extend beyond my rational borders. Its mindset rooted in empathy and justice, recognizing that all people share a common humanity and are equal worth, regardless of where they were born. Being global citizenship means that actively seeking to understand the complex global issue like climate change, poverty, and human rights violation from multiple perspectives.
So let's talk about the ethical obligation of a global citizenship stem from the recognition of our shared humanity and the interconnectedness of the world, asserting that our moral responsibilities do not end at national borders. So these obligations require us to cultivate empathy and justice, prompting us to take deliberate action to address global challenges such as poverty, inequality, human rights abuses, and climate change.
Specifically, an ethical global citizen is obliged to promote universal human rights practice, environmental stewardship by making sustainable choices, advocate for global equity and social justice, and actively work toward peaceful coexistence and intercultural understanding.
Global movements of people refers to the largest scale movement or migration of individuals across countries and regions for reasons such as work, education, safety, family reunion, or better living conditions. This includes both temporary and permanent migration, and one of the most well-known forms is the migration of overseas Filipino workers who travel to other countries for employment. Today, we see millions of people moving across borders, creating what we call global movements. For Filipinos, this is strongly represented by OFWs who leave the country in search of work and opportunities abroad. This phenomenon is not just economic, it is deeply political. From a political perspective, the migration of OFWs is shaped by government policies, international labor agreements, and diplomatic relations. Countries create rules on visas, work permits, and labor rights, and this shape the everyday experience of OFWs. OFWs often share first-hand experiences about the challenges they face. Strict migration rules and contract laws, dependence on the host country policies for protection, vulnerability to illegal recruitment or contract substitution. Limited political power abroad, since they cannot always influence policies that affect their work's reliance on Philippine government support, especially during crises such as conflicts, abuse cases, or repatriation. Despite these challenges, many OFWs also express positive experiences, better job opportunities, higher salaries, exposure to diverse culture, a stronger sense of independence and global citizenship. This real experience show how politics shape migration and OFWs contribute diplomacy, global labor market, and national development. The Philippine government has historically facilitated and even promoted labor migration as a core component of economic strategy due to significant remittances. This policy framework normalized working abroad, making it primary option for many families. Weak state institution and corruption, issues like widespread corruption and weak state institution can lead to a lack of trust in the government's ability to provide sufficient job opportunities, fair wages, and social services at home, further motivating individuals to live.
Globalization has endangered the phenomenal growth of transnational economic migration with its opportunities and heartaches. The economics interdependence of countries has resulted not only in the exchange of goods but also in the exchange of services. In the form of the movement of migration, the more affluent ones, however, the needs to maximize profit by factory at least cost in production has brought about the massive importation of cheap labor. In this case, in study I will set out the situation of overseas Filipino worker and their families and explore biblical and theological themes relevant to their plight, although I will reflect the particular cases of Filipino economic migrants. Many of these issues discussed here apply to other labor migrants as well. The primary way of OFW contributes to the Philippines economy is through their remittance sent back home to support their families and loved ones. This remittance plays a crucial role in the financial well-being of households in the country. Skills development. The expertise and exposure gained by OFW by working in the more advanced countries contribute to skills development and knowledge transfer upon their return to the Philippines. New process, technologies, and industry trends that are often more advanced than those practiced.
This discussion about analyze the global movement of people and display first-hand knowledge of the experience of OFW in view of the following. Culturally, the experience of OFWs are shaped by the conflicting feeling of pride and displacement as they navigate a dual identity while adapting new cultures abroad. They often face challenges such as discrimination and the emotional toll of separation from their families, but they also use cultural expression and digital platforms to maintain connection, build communities, and create sense of belonging in their environment. The cultural experience of OFW, dual identity, and cultural adaptation. OFW experience a complex cultural identity existing between their homes, cultural, and the host country. Cultural, they must adapt to new social norms, value, and ways of life while still holding into their Filipino identity. Challenges: displacement and loneliness. They often experience loneliness and a sense of displacement due to being away from family and home. Cultural friction. They may encounter prejudice or feel like their own culture practice are misunderstood and or not valued in the host country. Specific and separation. The discussion to live often involves significant personal sacrifice, including missing key family milestone and experiencing separation from children, which can lead to anxiety and relationship issue.
Good day everyone, so now let's proceed to social factors. Migration has become a common demographic response of a Filipino to various socio-economic problems. In the light of the severe economic crisis that confronted the country in recent years, the Philippines has become a major source of international migrants and become one of the largest sending countries of a labor to various countries in the world. The Filipino workers, both women and men, leave the country in order to earn a sustainable income, a condition that is difficult or indicate in their own country. This research investigated if OFW perceive themselves within the context of the social levels, local modern days heroes, or global servants. Do these levels affect their personal, family, or social life? Example: 1. Parents working abroad miss milestone like birthdays, graduation, holidays, since their distance and demanding work schedule make it hard for them to return home. Number 2. Children sometimes grow up within emotional distance from their parents because they don't spend much time together and don't share everyday moments that helps them feel close. Number 3, many OFW feels loneliness and guilt since they know their children are growing up without them and they worry that their absence affect their kids' feelings and experience. Overall, the social factors underscore that the labels associated with OFW influence not only how they are viewed by society but also how they experience and manage their personal, family, and social circumstances.